plastic on the epoxy of their guns.
Okay.
And they would have their sweeties like photo.
Oh my god.
And so I was like, this is like a honey grip. Like, I'm just thinking of my girl back home while I'm hitting my shines.
Oh my god. Okay. And now kiw1 on the Falco, as it seems. BigM and Pricent, of course, are being Falcon and Fox here. And Steff Money, the #1 ranked player in Austria, versus Pricent, I think #0 in Denmark, in Norway, because he doesn't attend that much.
Yeah.
And then BigM, I think top 3 in Skåne, the southern Swedish region that is right across the pond from Denmark. I think a 30-minute train ride.
Oh wow. Okay. So there's Gothenburg, there's Stockholm, and then there's, what was the third one?
Skåne is the name of the region. I think the city might be Malmö.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there's also Jönköping, where DreamHack used to be, in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. That was crazy. From any airport, you had to drive there for like 3 hours by car or something.
But I imagine it was beautiful.
It was beautiful, yeah. I think Aniolas worked there, and he housed us a couple times for parties and whatnot.
Yeah, that's sick.
Okay, so for this double set, I feel like Pricent and BigM should be the favorites here, because Pricent is such an amazing player in his own right, also very, very seasoned in doubles. But Austria, especially Vienna, has a really active like doubles scene. Always have been like this. They were amazing at doubles for the longest time. Now kiw1, of course, hasn't played in a couple of months, not that seriously at least. Oh my god.
A little bit of taunt there from Steff Money. I mean, we saw yesterday in the cruise, we had the Austria crew in full DBZ regalia.
That's right.
So I feel like they have a really interesting bond between all the players. I actually got to talk with Steff Money and Yogurt today. And it just seems like the scene there is really chill.
Yeah, definitely. Also, Leander, the third guy from the crew, the Fox player.
Leander.
He is the little brother of an old school Austrian Falcon player his name was Ramon.
Okay.
And he was the best friend of Clemens, who I think is the #2 ranked player in Austria. So there's so much going on there in Vienna.
That's so sick.
And I feel like even though kiw1 is, supposed to be like the quote-unquote like worst player here, he also is a very successful doubles player on his own right. Used to be a static teammate of Timmy, who was the #1 player in Austria for the longest time.
Oh, hang on.
Oh my God! What a recovery here. Okay, but not quite enough. It was one for the highlight reel, not quite for the win here. But yeah, and yeah, kiw1, a very seasoned doubles player, has been around for I think at least 10 years. No, at least 15 years, I would say. And
playing Falco too, I feel like is just so tricky.
Yeah, for sure.
In teams, like knowing where to pick your spots, knowing where to shoot your lasers. We'll see.
Oh, the most old school Austrian player, Fox128, is also in chat, by the way.
Whoa.
Shout outs to that guy.
I love a noun and numbers tag.
Yeah, exactly.
Such a classic.
No, smash character and numbers.
Oh,
that's even better.
Even better.
Now Pricent doesn't quite get the edge guard here on kiw1, has to focus switch here because Steff Money is also somewhere in the mix.
Ooh. Okay, Steff Money's going to have to spend some time recovering, but I like how kiw1 will switch up his style when he knows he has to like maybe face a 2v1.
And Steff Money with a big knee here off stage, but now gets kicked off stage by the guy he just killed while recovering. Oh my God, a kiw1 with a big save on Steff Money. He's still alive, but
not for long.
This could be rough, yeah.
Might have been trying to go for like the very last minute edge cancel lead back there.
Yeah, true. Would have been crazy though.
It's hard. I mean, Falcon has a decent amount of aerial drift after his up B finishes its initial arc, but it's still like pretty limited compared to a lot of these recoveries in game. Cool. Good scoops. Sound of 2 back airs hitting at once.
Ooh, the get-up attack here by Steff Money. I think get-up attacks are one of the more underdeveloped or represented or underrated aspects in doubles, because sometimes these hitboxes, they hit so much at the same time. Oh, and Steff Money's side being right through the ledge. Unfortunate stuff here, yeah. It's not that big of a lead for the red team here, but it's looking kind of rough for the blue team, because I feel like they're getting outplayed most of the time and then barely scraping by.
I do like that they didn't try to bite on that edge guard, just like waiting for Pricent to come down with Angel Platted Golem. Just play a little bit safer around him. Oh. Steff Money's real full send on these aerials.
Oh yeah, definitely. Ooh, and this could be Steff
Yeah.
Money stock. It's definitely going to be Kiwi stock, and then Big M right there too. But sacrifices his second to last stock. Now, this is not over yet, and if Big Money, I was about to say, this is confusing.
This
Steff
is a
Money
little
and
tough,
Big
yeah.
M both playing the same character. Yeah.
Does the M stand for money? Who's to say?
Yes.
Right.
Big Money.
Oh, that's actually no. He didn't have a jump. It's going to be Steff Money in the 2v1 off stage already. I mean, but 98% here on Big M, unless we see combo.
But then
still
again,
possible.
even if he gets rid of Big M here, right? Pricent, he is last year's Valhalla champion, so you would feel bad playing a 2v1 in that situation. And
Oh
no! This is the most classic situation with Falcon recovering. We had this one guy in Berlin. His name was Liver. He was the guy who did the GG streams, the Geeky Goon Squad, of all the big European majors a couple years back. And he was located in Berlin, and he played Peach. And there was one moment where I was in commentary at a local, and he edgeguarded someone by just being in the way of the side B, like some Falcon, right? And I said on commentary, even though it was completely, of course, not on purpose that Liver edgeguarded, I was like, Liver is the smartest person in the room right now. And this has become a meme. Like, and every time I'm like in Berlin, right? And every time I watch this happening, I was like, oh my God, Liver's so smart right now.
So smart.
Shout outs to Liver as well. Okay, and yeah, first two stocks, the one by Big M and also the first one by Kiwi, went by real quick within 20 seconds. This is like how explosive doubles can be sometimes. And now I think Big M gets the stock on
he
Kiwi.
gets this here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, thought he had the angle just to cover slide to ledge, but it was just a little bit over.
Kiwi had 69%, so you know this.
It's impossible. Yeah,
It's sort of a
never
bump.
die. Pricent is just trying to wall as hard as possible.
It's working out pretty well.
Yeah, red team is kind of running away with this one right now.
Yeah, it definitely feels like that. It's looking like a 3-0 handshake.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. Back air there will work. We'll take that stock, see if we can get the Big M stock as well. Catch them at the height of his FP, but
Pricent not quite getting.
Oh,
Oh, now Pricent got Steff Money, and Kiwi was SD here.
yeah.
To make matters worse, okay, now it's a two full stocks lead here for the red team. It's looking like you said, like they're running away with it. And Steff Money fast falling out of the shine.
Yeah, he tried to hit his flick to ledge, you know, hitting the down and away GI to definitely eat your flick back in, but didn't get the flick back in. The all important,
Exactly.
the
Oh
all
my
important
God.
part.
The Bear Tuni gets rid of Steff Money's last stock, and I think Kiwis will follow soon, unless.
Yeah, nice target switch. Yeah, this time Pricent's ready for it though.
You know, he did a power shield there, and when we were, oh my God, when we were casuals, I would always call this the lucky shield because it's like the last possible moment. So I was like, you were just lucky.
You're just lucky. You're not even good. You're just lucky.
Yeah. Okay, and now we have the 3-0 handshake. Steff Money and Kiwi represent.